Hey, good morning, fellas. It is the 23rd of November. It's gonna be 72 degrees here. Today I am officially 10 months clean and sober. Now, I haven't taken you with me on a walk for a while, and figured I'd bring you out with me on this Monday morning. Again, nothing incredibly important, life-changing to talk about, just out here getting after it. And I'm trying to be a bit of an example of what is the things you can do instead of concentrating on the things that you can't do. For example, the things that you can do is you can take care of yourself. And by taking care of yourself, you have to sit yourself down and tell yourself, hey, I'm important. I matter. Oh, I'm not shaving. I'm gonna see if I can bring back the goatee. I matter, and I'm gonna do the things that I have to do to take care of myself. I have transferred out of the carnivore keto diet up to a diet called animal-based. I feel better. I don't get as hungry in between meals. Not that I couldn't stand to miss a couple of meals, but other than that, the other thing is you have to realize you have a lot more control of your life than anybody really wants you to believe. That being, you have the ability to control what goes on inside your mind. Am I angry? Am I envious? Am I happy? Am I happy with the things that I have, knowing that I can improve or I have the ability to get better? I'm just trying to... This is one of the rain gutters. When it rains here, which it has in the past, that thing gets flooded. It's a bit obnoxious how much water goes flowing down. But they have a good system here to catch it with cisterns and the rest of it. Anyways, doesn't matter about that stuff. Back to us. Your life as a man is going to be way more difficult than mine was. When I was growing up, there were many different avenues that you could do, careers paths you could take, including the military, to become successful and at least be able to retire with some type of dignity. The only other thing I'm going to segue into is my mother-in-law stayed with us the last couple of days, and yesterday morning she flew from El Paso to San Antonio, Texas to spend Thanksgiving with her other daughter and that family. I believe they're the Garcia family. Good group of people. But you should have seen how excited she was to see her grandkids. And anyways, it's crazy because her sister has children and their children have children. So that's what, 4 generations? That's probably what, 350 years worth of people in one room. So, but what their problem is this is the time of year I start getting a request from my wife's friends and from my wife's cousins and from single women. I don't really have any single women friends at all, because I'm not trying to cultivate that relationship. So, but they're all looking for a guy to put on their arm for the holidays. In fact, my wife's cousin, who's the same age as she is, was fairly point blank desperate of it. She says she's tired of being looked at in the family as a failure because she doesn't have a man in her life or a serious relationship in her life. And it's hilarious to see him. I just need to borrow him for a couple of weeks. It's funny. Because one of the things, if you belong to a family, is during the holidays, there's really no place to hide. And I don't know how many of you have had the opportunity or the chance to be part of a large family, but it has a life of its own. I can tell you, because I'm new to it, for me it was absolutely overwhelming. I mean, a gathering to them, just a normal gathering, is about 300 to 350 people. And there's all kinds of different names. My mother-in-law's maiden name is Morales. My wife's maiden name is Banda. They have and there's 2 other names in there. So that's all those. Oh, it's hilarious. But they don't want to be without having a guy on their arm, which is hilarious. Evidently, it's not the same type of scrutiny for a man as it is for a woman. But in my opinion, her family is very traditional. It's funny when I see some of the people out here dressed up like they're in Alaska or out in the tundra, the frozen tundra. Boots, gloves, hat, muffler. I guess that's a scarf. And anyways, it's just hilarious. I'm almost to the turnaround point. Anyways, I started off talking about control. You do have a lot more control over your life than you want to believe. This is my flat spot before I turn around. That was all uphill. So, you have the ability to control what goes on in your mind, the words that come out of your mouth. You have the ability to plan, like, for example, keeping your gas tank full so that if something happens and you have to make an extra trip on your way to work, you don't have to worry about stopping to get gas. Just things like that. Eating good whole food, meat, some fruit, some vegetables, and stay off the sugar, which is incredibly difficult. I believe I'm a bit of a sugar addict. Now, I did this during Halloween to prove a point to myself, and to also prove a point to my wife about how bad I am with sugar. So one of the things we do is we give out the full-size candy bars, and yeah, we're that family. So what I did is I bought 2 cases of Reese's peanut butter cups, and I've always loved them, but they come in a pack of 2, and I can eat probably in one sitting without blinking probably 15 to 20 of those. There's a turnaround, and it's crazy. So I just know, and the I can't remember if it's high fructose corn syrup and sugar have the ability to turn off the gene or the chemical that tells your body it's full. Has something to do with the stomach. What do they say? There's 3 magnetic fields in the human body. One of them, the largest one, is around your heart. Number 2 is your brain. And number 3 is actually your stomach, which I didn't realize till recently is independent of your mind. It can operate independently. So I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but it's fun. I'm segueing back into the girls. You would see them to say, man, aren't there any guys? And you know what's the funniest part about it is they have a list of demands on the type of guy they want. It's got to be a certain height. He's got to be reasonably good looking, and he's got to be interesting. I think those are the top ones, and it's just crazy. But yeah. Anyways, what are they saying? Maybe 3 years, at the most 6 years, AI is going to replace a massive amount of people who sit in an office and, you know, move paper from one space to another. And if Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk do what I think they're going to do, it'll be a template for just about any business to help itself become more productive. Will it be at the cost of people losing their job? Absolutely, 100%. I think that may apply to my wife as well. She's does finance and accounting, and what do you call that when they go over the books? Forensic accounting? I think it's called forensic accounting. So, but AI can replace all of that. A lot of people that were planning to have a part-time gig as a customer service rep for a company because they're bilingual, they speak Spanish and English, those people are getting replaced with a quickness already. I don't hear much replacement for carpenters and blue-collar workers, truckers. Don't you remember, hey, wasn't it by this time trucks were all supposed to be automated and all the truckers were supposed to be out of business? Fuck out of here. Anyways, all right, I stop bussing with you guys. I put my head down and speed up to get home. I'll show you where I'm at. Back down that way. I just came up from that way around the corner. So you guys stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. Like a fart in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.